The summer I Turned Pretty is officially coming to an end, which is hard to imagine. The show that previously won over millions of fans worldwide is ending its last chapter, 3 years after its 2022 debut. It's more than simply a show to a lot of fans, it's a window into their childhood, love, heartbreak, and maturation. Few could have foreseen how profoundly this story would resonate with viewers when the first episode aired. The obsession with Belly, Conrad, and Jeremiah wasn't limited to Gen Z. The beach, the bonfires, and the bittersweet drama of falling in love all drew millennials back into that summertime nostalgia. More than just fictional characters, the Fisher brothers and the girl who won their hearts were ingrained in our collective memory. Lola Tung, the breakout actress who made Isabel Belly Conklin come to life, was at the center of it all. Lola exuded a unique quality from the first minute she stepped onto the screen, a blend of genuineness, awkward charm, and subdued strength that gave Belly a genuine vibe. She wasn't the type of lead that could not be touched. She was the type that stumbled, blushed, and felt too much. And that's precisely the reason we adored her. The birth of a star. Lola Tung was still relatively unknown when the series premiered on June 17, 2022. Her world, however, shifted in a matter of weeks. Her name became well known by July, appearing in periodicals, trending on social media, and being discussed in group conversations as if she were the newest, most popular lady crush. She transformed from a college student with lofty goals to one of Hollywood's most well-known rising stars in just 3 years. With followers who loved her warmth and relatability, her social media following grew to almost 5 million. However, the globe was drawn to more than just her acting. Her photograph was flawlessly gorgeous, natural, and new. Lola became the embodiment of what many now refer to as the modern summer girl, a radiant yet grounded, aspirational yet utterly real person, thanks to her copper brown hair, shining skin, and delicate, peachy makeup. From innate beauty to the inspiration for fashion, Lola maintained her groundedness despite the show becoming a cultural sensation. However, she demonstrated that she could stand out wherever when it came to style. By the end of 2022, she was causing a stir not only on TV but also on magazine covers, brand events, and red carpets. Her early appearance was all about striking a balance between being young and fresh and constantly adding a dash of refinement. Imagine colored lips, subtle blush, and eyeliner that delicately lengthened her almond-shaped eyes. Fans enjoyed copying it online, and it eventually became her signature. Soon found herself in full-fledged fashion girl territory. She started dressing boldly in leather for brand dinners and trying out eye-catching hairstyles, such as her sleek double braids with sculpted brows and cherry-tinted lips. She had completely accepted her position as a growing fashion icon by the time the second season debuted in the summer of 2023. With bright skin, dazzling brows, and that now famous double braid tied with a black ribbon, she actually shone when she came for the premiere. It was a message rather than merely a beauty look. And Lola Tung was here. The fashion industry pays attention. The fashion industry takes notice when someone exudes that kind of effortless charisma. And it did. She started receiving invitations to private events and presentations from luxury labels. One particularly notable performance was at Barkmeyer, New York, when she dazzled with a wet-look haircut, glossy burgundy lips, and an air of old Hollywood glitz. There was a change that night. There was more to Lola than the girl who plays Belly. She was an emerging star in the fashion industry, able to combine edge and nostalgia, innocence and confidence. Her glowing copper brown hair, which seems to catch the light from every direction, is a major component of her unique style. Her whole appearance is enhanced by the warm, golden red highlights that complement her deep chocolate hair. She has remained faithful to the color throughout each season, proving that sometimes style comes from consistency. Powerful, subtle transformations. Lola is unique in that she makes subtle but deliberate changes to her appearance. Her straightforward yet expressive beauty concept appears to reflect her personality. A hint of crimson lipstick changes her whole attitude. It makes her smile, highlights her self-assurance, and lends her a subtle sense of glitz. She always knows when to back off, though. She keeps the rest simple when she makes a bold statement with one characteristic. It's artwork via balance, not just makeup. Lola maintains her true self even in her most audacious red carpet appearances. She demonstrated her growth at the WWD Honors Awards at Casa Cipriani in late 2023. How did she look? Slick, wet look hair and a red, glittery, smoky eye. It was unquestionably her, daring, and contemporary. It was the type of expression that conveyed the idea that she was no longer acting the role but rather embracing it. The craft of reimagining. Desire to try new things grew throughout the series. She started making imaginative, light-hearted decisions that reflected her individuality. One week, it was a sharp, artistic spin on geometric eyeliner. The next, huge waves restrained by a retro red headband, or a white smoky eye reminiscent of the 1960s. Each new glance conveyed a tale. She was able to maintain her identity while feeling new each time, something that many celebrities find difficult to do. Lola tapped into early 2000s nostalgia for the Season 3 opener, offering viewers a full Y2K-inspired beauty moment. She embodied the ideal blend of contemporary cool and vintage charm with her signature black cat eye, natural makeup, side part, and pointed hair that frames her face. Like Belly herself, the design was straightforward but powerful. Beyond vanity, the adjacent girl. Lola has maintained a great level of groundedness in spite of her achievements. She is frequently seen in casual, relatable moments away from the red carpet, such as strolling around New York in sneakers and jeans, having a good time with friends, or getting coffee on a sunny afternoon. Because she doesn't strive too hard, Lola stands out in a time of filters and perfection. She values simplicity. Her admirers adore that she occasionally seems barefaced and confident in her own skin. She exudes an air of quiet assurance that makes her stand out without having to shout. She is evidence of the power of genuineness. That being glitzy doesn't have to mean sacrificing your identity. Lola Tung, who is only 22, has created a unique career that is as much about her heart as it is about her notoriety. Bidding farewell to Belly. As the last chapter of The Summer I Turned Pretty draws to a conclusion, a sense of bittersweetness permeates the atmosphere. Belly has grown up with her fans. They have cheered her on, debated about Team Conrad or Team Jeremiah, and recognized aspects of themselves in her path. For Lola, said farewell to Belly also meant ending a significant chapter in her own life. In one interview, she compared playing Belly to growing up alongside her. And that's evident in her self-assurance, her demeanor, and the way she now gracefully holds the stage. This departure feels like a beginning rather than a finish, which is what makes it unique. Lola Tung doesn't stop with The Summer I Turned Pretty. It serves as the starting point for everything that follows. She's already seen by fans as more than just a TV personality. She is a style icon, an up-and-coming artist, and an icon in the making. Her legacy. Summer I Turned Pretty stands for has a timeless quality. It's about love, maturation, and the pain of change, themes that, as we age, never truly go away. And Lola warmly and honestly recorded it all. Her portrayal of Belly was not flawless. She was emotional, clumsy, and uncertain. However, that is what made her unique. She was genuine because of that. Now that the series finale is over, it's evident that Lola Tung's path reflects the narrative she contributed to, one of bravery, metamorphosis, and the beauty of developing into oneself. As Belly Conklin, the girl caught between two loves, she came into our life. She departs as a young lady named Lola Tung, who has discovered her own light and isn't scared to shine. We can find solace in the knowledge that the enchantment doesn't stop here, even though we will miss Cousins Beach and those summers filled with sunshine. It simply changes, from the screen to the next place Lola's visions lead her. This isn't farewell for her and for all of us who have grown up watching. The next summer is just around the corner.